Let me put this in perspective for you guys. They're gonna cut her boob open, stuff up a little sack of something, and then she's gonna carry that extra weight for who knows how long until finally she gets it pulled out. That's a bunch of unnecessary surgery, especially for a person who's perfectly healthy.
Let me put it in perspective for you guys. Every day Onision's gonna wake up, and instead of trying to go to different dermatologists and different doctors to figure out what's going on with his skin issue, he's gonna put pounds and pounds of chemicals on his face for hours a day that could screw up his health, his body, and over time do horrible things to him. Until he decides to stop doing videos and stop being insecure about his face. Because he has to love himself, and it's his wife's fault. But, all joking aside, this is where I can play a little bit of devil's advocate. When it comes to breast enhancements, when it comes to breast surgery, myself personally, I'm against that because I have seen that they can have serious health complications, and I agree with him that unnecessary surgery is costly, and on top of that, surgery is dangerous for you, period. So, but here's my thing. This is what it is to be a friend. Jaclyn Glenn has been very kind to me here. Jaclyn Glenn and I've done some streams together. She has even point blank said, she's like, yeah, and she said, we are friends. We are YouTube, I mean, we're not best friends or anything, we don't talk all the time, but we are YouTube friends. And I will support her decision to do that simply because she's been kind to me, and I would support her regardless. See, I did a video on Freely and breast plants because it's hypocrisy. Freely screams about ultimate health while putting in 2 sacks of poison in her body that could disrupt, and she doesn't talk about the side effects. Because I'm a friend to Jaclyn, I would never tell her what to do, and I would support her. However, if she started becoming sick with mystery stuff, I would politely say, hey, just a heads up, look into that it could be issues with the breast implants. But I'm not doing that because I'm right and I'm the person of power and authority and she needs to hear it from me and blah, blah, blah. It's simply because I don't want her to suffer and I'm a friend. See, you cannot agree with the choices people in your life make and still support them, be kind, and be considerate. That's called wisdom, and it's called being a mature adult. That's how friendships work.
You know, I texted Jaclyn Glenn, because we occasionally text sometimes, and I said, I'm against boob jobs, but you know, if you want this for yourself, you know, this is something that you want that is not influenced by other people, then that is your right. You have rights to your own body. You should be able to do what you want to your own body. But if this is because of Social Repose, if this is another result of Social Repose, again, in his own video, admitting that if the girl's not a perfect weight, she's not good enough, the day after he gets dumped by a girl saying that she wants her next boyfriend to not be abusive and horrible.
That video he made was a joke. It was a joke, Greg. I know the video you're talking about. But again, this isn't really about any of what you're talking about, is it? It's not really about any of this. There's a whole hidden deeper meaning that we're gonna get into. Doesn't mean you blame it on the significant other. You say, well, they're doing it because of this person. But you do that because you're ignorant. You're a fool.
If this is because of Social Repose, god damn it, you know?
God damn it. She was perfect and fuckable just the way she was, but now that she's mutilated her body, I just don't know if I can get the same boner that I had for her before. And that's highly upsetting to me because everything is all about self-serving me and self-serving this dick.
I want you guys to know that boob jobs are horrible. Okay, I think they're tragic. They take a beautiful female form and they make it fake.
There we go. It's tragic. It's tragic. They take somebody beautiful and they just make her fake, even though you are saying that she's fake while you're wearing a pound of makeup right now.
They make it ugly. And the reason they make it ugly is like, for instance...
Wait, you just said that boob jobs make women ugly. Are you daring to call this woman ugly? Are you really gonna sit there and call Jaclyn Glenn ugly because she's had a boob job? So does the makeup on your face, does that make you ugly because it's not natural? It took your natural form and manipulated it? That's fucking mean. That's awful, and you fucking owe her an apology for that. Or is that all she is to you? A piece of meat for a possible throuple?
Real world. We're always real world, but we're even more real world right now. When I am self-gratifying, okay, and I see that someone has fake boobs, I click away. It's gross.
So Onision is trying to tell us when he masturbates, he can't look at fake boobs because it's gross. So basically, you are saying to Jaclyn Glenn, Jaclyn, I've looked at you as, for the most part, a piece of meat, and now I think you're gross and I can't fap to you. Jaclyn, I'm so sorry that Onision's not gonna use you to fap to anymore. Honestly, it fucking sucks. And Jaclyn, I really feel your pain right now because I know how much that must affect you. Must be hard.
It doesn't look natural. It looks gross. It doesn't bounce right. It just is not real.
And Jaclyn, honey, what you gotta understand is Onision's standards of beauty are the highest and most top perfect standards. What he likes to fap to and what he's into is what we should all aspire to be, because we should all aspire to go sit on his dick and help him rub one out. And if we're not doing that, obviously then we serve no fucking purpose. We're just useless, we're gross, we're fake, we're Amish, we're long brown haired, we're disgusting. We don't deserve to exist anymore.
You know? And why would you want a fake person? That's not a turn on.
That's right. Don't know why your wife would want a guy who has to wear makeup every day to feel good about himself, even though he makes a ton of money and could afford to go to the best doctors in the world to figure out what's going on with his face. Completely agree.
You know? And a guy who wants a fake girl probably isn't a real guy himself. So...
So because you wear makeup to cover up your insecurity, then your wife isn't a real woman. Is that what you're saying? Because you have to remember, you don't have this special magical set of logic for everybody else but yourself and your relationship, so it has to apply to you too. Because you're a human being. You aren't above us, Greg, and that's obvious because your channels are dying and you cry about it all the time. And even then, it wouldn't matter if you're successful or not. You're still a fucking human being. You still shit like the rest of us. You're still insecure like the rest of us. And you don't get to go around and be an asshole to people without people calling you out and you losing subscribers and you crying why.
I don't get why you guys can't just be happy with yourselves.
Says the guy raising his eyebrows looking smug with all that makeup on. Why can't you be happy with yourself even though I'm not and I'm wearing makeup to cover up my insecurities?
And what that tells me is that you had a dad or a mom who didn't love you enough, or you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend who doesn't love you enough.
So when you look at a woman that has insecurities, you think she didn't get enough love. Greg, isn't that every person on the planet? We all have insecurities because we all feel there's something lacking in ourselves. But if we blame other people and the love we didn't get, then we're never gonna grow. I can sit here and say that I have a hard time in relationships. I have a hard time with X, Y, and Z because I wasn't loved enough by my parents. But in the end, I have to take responsibility for my life, my decisions, the way it's gone, and just fucking deal with it and roll with it and try not to blame people. I understand where the responsibilities lie between me and other people, but it's up to me to fix it. Not to sit there and just try to figure out who didn't, I don't sit and analyze people and go, for you to do something I don't like, who didn't love you enough?
Because if somebody loves you in the right way and gives you the right daily encouragement, you're gonna feel good about yourself, at least on the level where you won't need to modify yourself, unless of course you have a mental disability.
You mean that you wish you could be somebody that loves her more, that has fun with her female form the way you want it, right? I just try to appreciate people in the moment, and I try to love them in the moment for who they are as they are, because that is what can help the healing, not the judgmental negative bullshit because you want them to look a certain way so you can fap and squirt to them.
And I don't think Jaclyn Glenn has a mental disability. I think Jaclyn Glenn needs more loving people in her life.
So Greg, you just admitted to us you have a mental disability and that your wife doesn't love you enough. And that's why you wear makeup to cover up your acne. You like on a deep psychological level, you just admitted that to all of your audience. You understand that, right? Of course you don't, because it's your own special set of rules for everybody else but yourself, because you're better than all of us. Even your insecurities are better than all of us.
You should be able to identify as whatever you want. You should be able to look however you want. And the person you're with should love you just the same.
Greg, I wonder how hard you would freak out if we showed a picture of your junk and had an arrow pointing it to you saying that's a great dick size. Because that's the equivalent of what you're doing to her. What you've just done is fucking disgusting. All you have is a dick that gets hard. You have no credentials, no experience, no degrees. You have nothing that would actually signify that your opinion means jack fucking shit other than that you're an asshole, nasty human being. Great, you can get your dick hard and fat like every other fucking man. That doesn't mean shit.
Alright, so that's the video I wanted to make. If this was Jaclyn Glenn's choice, if this is what she wants to be, that's fine. that's cool. So long as it is Jaclyn Glenn's choice.
Well, obviously, Greg, she can't make her own choices. You've already expressed that in this video, that women, we all just do shit to serve our fucking men. Because we didn't get enough love in our lives. Obviously. Obviously, we don't just have insecurities because that's human beings. It's all about serving you.
Alright. So, get on that social blade thing for me, will you? Start comparing channels. Maybe tweet at me or post to my Patreon other people's analytics to show me at least one channel that is suffering as bad as mine. Because it is bizarre. I feel like I am being publicly executed by YouTube. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Boop squeeze.
So in conclusion to the babbling bullshit of Onion once again, this is what I want to say. This whole video is that somewhere in his mind, he's attracted to and likes Jaclyn, and why wouldn't he? She's fucking beautiful, she's incredibly smart, and she's funny, she's a great person. Seriously, she's legitimately so much fun to talk to. I have so much fun talking to her. So I understand if you would be attracted to her. But what's happened is you are pissed because you like her and Richie's with her. Guys, this is a pissing contest. This is literally a dick pissing contest of, hey, I like this girl, but somebody I know got her, but I want her. Greg, you're married, and thruples, threesomes with y'all don't work. They don't work with you and your wife. You've seen it time and time again, especially not with young people. But somewhere in your mind, see, this is how men work. Even though Onision knows he probably would never have her, he likes knowing the thought that he could. The thought that she could be his, maybe. But with Richie being with her, that closes the door on that opportunity in his mind. It's all a power control dynamic. There's no other reason for him to constantly be mean to Richie just because. That's what this is. That's all it is. I just wanted to share that, and also I wanted to please go show some love to Jaclyn Glenn and support her. Like I said before, I think that boob jobs, I think it's a dangerous decision because, but again, I have different health than her. I've had shitty health since I was 6 years old. Like, that's my situation. So I'm speaking from mine, but like my roommate almost never fucking gets sick, has an iron stomach. Some people, like maybe she can deal with it better than I could. But what I'm saying is I know that there are health risks and health implications that to me it's a dangerous decision. But it doesn't matter. She's my friend. And I love her because she is who she is and I support her. And if it happened to have some negative impact on her health, I would step up and try to help because that's what you do as friends. Just because one thing might not be good for me or other people doesn't mean I don't support her doing what she needs to do for her. So please go show her some love and some fucking support, because what this was really mean. It was a whole video of him saying, hey, you're doing everything because your man tells you to do it and you're fucking gross. And by the way, go show some love to Social Repose. I've never talked to him before. He doesn't know me. I don't know him. But like, why the fuck does Greg just needs to constantly harp on this guy because Greg has dick envy? That's all it is. It's how men operate. This has been JoySparkleBS. Continue to be blessing yourselves, blessing others. Continue to keep trying to find that joy and that sparkles and all the bullshit in the world. I love you guys, and I will see you for another video another day soon. Probably later. Okay, bye guys. Mwah.